Hello. Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Now let me tell you, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Right? I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something like this. Now, I got to see Castlevania Nocturne season 1. It was a great show. It basically follows a descendant of Trevor Belmont and Cypher Belnader, I believe. Belnader was their name. They were in the first Castlevania. That was with Isaac. Now this happens, I think, 300 years in the future. This is where this takes off. Richter, Belmont, and everybody, they have magic now because they're a descendant of Cypher. They have Cypher and they have Trevor along with them. And remember, she was pregnant at the end of the first Castlevania, which sets up this one. And then this one happens way down the line. So basically, we have a whole new villains. Vampires now can do magic. They were doing it already, but they've taken it to a whole nother level. Guys can shape shift into smoke and not smoke. You know, you got the tropes in there, the homosexuality, the rainbow community. They were on it, but that really didn't stop you from enjoying it because it didn't really take you away from what was at hand. Now, you follow Richter Belmont. Richter is basically a kid who saw his mother die in front of him from Ulrux. Ulrux basically killed his mother because she killed his lover, which was a male. Ulrix is homosexual. Now, he had a chance to kill the Belmont kid, but never did. Belmont kid has been haunted by him, his dreams and everything. And he ended up leaving America and going to France. And he stayed with a girl named Maria and her mother, which was Tara. Now, Tara is a sorceress or a witch, they like to call it. So is Maria. But we never knew who the dad was. We never knew who the dad was. We never knew who any of that was. I thought they were just all together. I thought Richter was messing with the mom for a minute, but it wasn't at all. So, you know. So basically, you have them going against this. They're in this town. This town, basically, you have a guy who's a forge master. If you remember the first Castlevania show, you remember or you played the video game, you know a forge master is a human who uses a tool that is from hell to bring back souls and to bring back souls in the corpses, turning them into monsters. Now, once this happened, nobody knew where it was coming from. These were new creatures. Richter never seen it before, nor that Tara or Maria did. Now, Annette, they never seen this before, so they went against the normal folk. And of course, they used to go to the head guy at the church, who was the priest or the pastor. and they found out that the vampires are low key running everything. And they basically made a deal with the humans of that town, which is the Forge Master, that they all will be applicable with one another. They'll only hunt certain people. They'll hunt the poor. They won't hunt the rich or the wealthy because they don't want to bring a lot of attention to their town. As you see later on down the line in the show, you see the one girl who was the sidekick of the goddess, basically. And the goddess and everything, and she basically was trying to tell all Ulrichs that, you gotta don't kill any blue bloods, which are seen as wealthy, because you'll cause a disturbance in the town, and they already got enough order. Now, Annette, a slave, who is Creole. She was a slave. She escaped because she developed powers after seeing her mother get her neck broken. Her neck got broken, and she just went into shock. Ever since then, she was getting beaten, and she was finna get killed. And she unleashed her powers and killed the people who were trying to kill her, except for one guy. So she ran away, got away, found a mulatto. They used a mulatto, which is basically half black, half white. That's what we call mixed children. Used to be called mulatto a lot. So once they left and they made their way to see Belmont, she lost her friend, Edward. Is that his name? What's his dude name? Oh God. I'm sorry, I'm just tired. Edward. He's a singer. He does a lot of he does plays. He does musicals, a symphony. He does opera, basically. And the bad guy was trying to come in there and find Annette, and the guy was saying that Edward told him, like, you're the only one basically messing this up, messing up the performances. It's the abbot, which turned out to be Maria's father. Her and Tara had a relationship. Tara is Maria's mother. And Ezerbat, what's her name? It's Ezerbat something. Let me see if I can find the. You know what I'm going to do? Where's it at? Boom, here it is. All right. Okay, here it is. So the name of the goddess is Erzabet Bathory. And she's basically an ancient vampire queen and declared herself the vampire messiah. So she basically is trying to, her plan, which worked out, is she had the moon block the sun out so they can have eternal darkness, so vampires can roam the country, roam the world now. And once they dominate over there, they were going to go take over America next. That's why they brought Olrox in, because he's a vampire who was turned in America, and he used to be a slave. His people were killed off. So as the story go on, we find out that Richter has a grandfather, didn't know about it. He saw Olrox and just pissed his pants and ran away because he still is haunted by Ulrich's killing his mother. So this was dope. I like the pacing. Him and Annette, I think, are gonna end up together. But Edward, I don't believe Edward is gone. Edward is basically turned into a monster. They turned him into a monster, but he still has his soul, and he's able to control other night creatures because he can use his singing, his opera, his voice is so beautiful and delicate. He brings the light into the darkness, and he's going to be very intricate in season 2. And then at the end, because Tara, which is Maria's is that her name, Tara? Maria's mother. Cuz she had a kid with the abbot. Let's see. Okay, Tara. She's a speaker who's Maria's mother, basically a speaker / magician. So she can use magician tricks. She's sort of like Cypher was. So now at the end, now Tara gave herself up to save her daughter and Richter and Annette. If she wouldn't have done that, they all would have died. And now they got another guy on their squad, which was under the abbot, which is I think it was Drota. Was it Drota? Am I right? Was it Drota? Yeah, it was Drota. Drota basically was having a relationship with Ulrich. Him and Ulrich. No, my bad, Mizrak. Sorry, Mizrak. I got that messed up. Let's rewind that. All right. It was Mizrak. Mizrak basically was the one who Mizrak was the one who basically turned, and he's on their side. So now you got Annette. You got Annette, you got Richter, you got Maria, you got Mizrak, and now you got the Alucard. The Alucard came in and killed the goddess's right-hand woman, killed her, and basically scared off the other vampires, and he's there to help Richter. And they basically said, we just thought you were legends. And he said something about the son of Dracula and all. They're like, Annette was like, who the hell is Dracula? Which makes sense. And this is why it makes sense, because they gave the time away when Richter says that I know how I got my magic powers. I got it from my descendant, which is I am a descendant of Cypher 300 years ago. So he's kin to Cypher and Trefor. It wasn't Trevor, it's Trefor. That's his real name, but he hated it. He called himself Trevor. So great story. I give it a 3.5 out of 4. The only thing I didn't like about it was the homosexual scenes. I know I'm gonna sound homophobic, whatever. If I am, sorry. But I didn't like it. I felt like it was unnecessary. We didn't really need it. But I understand that's the character, but I'm just glad they didn't keep going with it, and then they went into it at the end when he tried to push Mizrak away. And this is why Ulrich lost Mizrak, because Mizrak was like, you don't understand me. Like, I have to help. I am a part of my faith, and he is. He is to the T about his faith. He is in the God. He believes in it, and he will die for it. And that's why he didn't turn. That's why he's rolling with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's doing that. So there you go. That's my review of Castlevania Nocturne. It's on Netflix, season 1. Season 2 has been renewed and approved for. So look out for that by next year or maybe the year after. Don't know. So you guys, or maybe 2 years from now. Who knows? So guys, thank you for the blessings and supporting the page. I am out. Deezy.